Welcome to Supershea Tutorials. I am the Supershea, and something happened last night. I want to talk about it. So welcome to your Monday motivation. What's up, everyone? I'm the Supershea. Last night, over the wee hours of the night, something happened. My channel finally hit 1,000 subscribers. I wasn't expecting it, but it kind of happened, and I wanted to talk about this because this has been a 4-year-long journey so far. I started 4 years ago with a simple comma video, and I spent a lot of time doing tutorials. Then as they started releasing new venues of video content like shorts, I started doing a lot of those, and I gained a little bit of support with those, especially with my Bob's Revenge series. But over the course of the 4 years, I've noticed a lot of things, and I really want to delve into it. But before I do, YouTube does not do anything really per se to celebrate your 1,000 subscribers. However, my son, he took it upon himself to do something, and I want to show it to you. He made me what he calls the cardboard play button. So I will be displaying this loudly and proudly in my recording room. And it's for 1,000 subscribers, as he wrote on the bottom there. And I just want to thank him so very much. He's been so supportive. He's helped me out with a ton of my videos, the recording aspects, the editing aspects, and he has been an absolute godsend in this journey. So thank you, CoolDan1211. If you have a chance, go check out his channel, CoolDan1211, here on YouTube. He's also part of the Supershea gaming crew, which is our other gaming channel that we do. So feel free to check those out if you're interested in gaming stuff. Now, when I started out all of this, it was just on a whim. I was teaching a weapons class to some of our students, and I just kept thinking, the way we do things, it cycles every 2 months to a new weapon. So it could be like a year before they see the same weapon again. And I just kept thinking, there's got to be something for people that pick up one of these weapons and really, really enjoy it, and they want to expand on their knowledge. So I went to our owner and I asked him if it would be okay for me to put up this YouTube channel. And he agreed. He thought it was a good idea, so that, for the very reason that I just stated. But I had no idea where it was going to go. I had no idea if I was ever going to get any followers, any views, because a lot of what I do on my channel, and some of the things I teach in class, not all of them, but some of them, are tricking type of stuff. And that has become kind of what this channel is about, learning how to do the seemingly impossible with the weaponry that you are learning. So I started out because we were on a cycle where we were simply working on commas, and I started out with that. And it went over decent. I mean, I got a few views here and there, but it didn't go the way that a lot of people think it will. They think that I'm going to pop on the camera, put up my first video, and boom, 1 million subscribers. Yeah, no, it doesn't happen that way. I think it took me about 2 weeks to get maybe 5 subscribers. I think my first subscriber didn't even happen on the first day. It happened, I want to say, 2 or 3 days later, if I'm not mistaken. At any rate, I kept putting out videos. I did one a week, and I was very, very consistent about that for a long, long time. And we cycled through 5 different weapons: kamas, swords, eskrima sticks, nunchucks, and bow staff. So all the while I'm making tutorial videos on how to use these weapons and how to do some basic tricking stuff, because I've seen a lot of channels that have advanced stuff because it's incredibly cool, but I hadn't really seen anybody putting up the basic tricking type stuff, the building blocks up to those huge high level tricks. So I opted to go that route to start with, just to get people in to the weapon itself. Hey, I can do this. Maybe it's not as hard as I think it's going to be. And quite honestly, I've gone on record saying anybody can do any of this stuff that I have learned. It just takes some time, some effort, some practice. But anybody can do this. I mean, you don't have to be incredibly athletic. You don't have to have a natural ability for it. Anybody can do this. So I started that channel, went through week after week, posted video after video. And, for a long time, I felt like I was getting absolutely nowhere. And there were a few times I was ready to quit. The algorithms did not help. It was a lot easier when there was a human actually checking the videos as opposed to an algorithm and deciding what goes where, how to push them, this, that, and the other. And then it got so big that they had to go the route of algorithm because there were too many videos being posted every day. They couldn't possibly go through every one of them and determine what's good and what's not. And that is one of my major gripes when it comes to YouTube, is the algorithm plays favorites. And it really does. I don't care what anyone says. I have proof of this. The algorithm absolutely plays favorites, and it pushes things that don't make sense. Number one, for a long time I felt like the algorithm decided a long time ago that people that already have huge followings and celebrities and stuff like that, they're going to get the major pushes. Here's my view. They don't need it. They already have their following. They could put out a video of them farting on a snare drum and everyone would watch it. But if you were to push the small channels, just saying, if you were to push the small channels, you would have more big channels, which would equate to more people on the platform for longer periods of time because they're watching through these other new big channels. That's one downside to it. And I know a lot of people say focus on the content. If your content's good, it'll get watched. That's not true, because unless the algorithm pushes it out to people, it's not going to get seen. So people would have to literally know what channel they're looking for to find your videos. And it's very hard to broadcast that to an entire world. So the second thing, and here's kind of my proof about that algorithm thing. I've had videos that have watch times of, like 150%. That means they've watched the entire video plus the first half of it again in a row. And it has like 17 views. I've had other videos that have, 15% watched. And it has like 5,000, 10,000 views. So there's no real rhyme or reason to how and when it pushes something. It makes zero sense. And it gets frustrating. That's the point I'm getting at, is this gets frustrating. Being on YouTube is extremely frustrating because you can put together a video taking hours and hours and hours of time, putting in all kinds of work, and it gets nothing. And then, the next day, the next week, whenever you put out your next video, you could put absolutely no time into it, just run and gun, and all of a sudden it blows up. And it's like, well, I did absolutely nothing for this video. I did everything for that video, and this is the one that blows up. And maybe that has to do with the reality of it all. Right now I'm going off the cuff here. I have no script. I'm just kind of talking about my experience on YouTube. And maybe that's the thing. It's the realism of those videos that have no preparation and just gun it. Maybe that's part of the algorithm. I don't know. But the point being, it gets really, really frustrating when you're working really hard and not seeing any results from it. So fast forward a few years, I hit 500, and I was really excited about that. And my son made, a cardboard play button for that, and made me feel really, really good. And again, it was a lot of the same where, you'd put something out and put a whole lot of work on it, and you're like, this is quality. This is a great video. Gets nothing. And then you just throw something up just to be consistent and stay up on YouTube, and it gets, several thousand views. So the frustration is real, and burnout is real, because in some cases you'll get that one big video. You'll get it watched, 10, 12, 15, 20,000 times, and you think, well, maybe I need to put out more. So you put out another one the next day, 5 views. And it gets really, really upsetting when that happens. You see 20,000 here, and you see 5. Not even 5,000, 5. The digit 5. Incredibly, incredibly frustrating. So you want to try again. You put out another one the next day. Nothing. 7 views, 10 views, whatever. But you keep going, seeing if anything will come from this. Nothing comes from it. And then you figure out as you're going through that, hey, I'm putting out a video every single day. And it's taking up a lot of time. It's taking a lot of effort. I'm exhausted. And it's really easy to burn out and be like, hey, I can't do this. I can't put out any more videos. I'm running out of ideas, or, writer's block, whatever you want to call it. Or I just don't have time to do it at this level. And YouTube has these thresholds that they put up where you have to have 1,000 subscribers plus 3,000 or 4,000 hours of watch time. Well, it's taken me 4 years to get 1,000 subscribers. If I look at my statistics right now, over the course of the last, I think it's the last 12 months, I have 95 or 96 hours of watch time. So the thresholds make it even more frustrating, because, it used to be, early on, if you put up a video, you could get something, at least a little bit of a payout from it, because you're putting up content for this site and people are watching. So when they viewed, you got a little something to do it. And it's hard when you get onto a platform like this to put in all this time and effort and get absolutely nothing back. Yes, I get a community of people that otherwise I would have never been able to connect with. I get that. It's wonderful, and I want to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed and who have joined my community. But for YouTube to be like, okay, we're making billions and billions and billions of dollars, and we're going to cut out almost everybody. We're going to pay the big YouTubers, period, because those are the ones that get, 3, 4, 5,000 hours of watch time. And I understand that they're a business, they need to make money and can't just hemorrhage it. I get that. But if people are placing content that you didn't have to do as a company, and people are viewing that and making you money, the people that create the videos, I believe, deserve something. And the thresholds they've made are, let's just say, somewhat extreme, I feel. It's hard enough to get 1,000 subscribers. Like I said, it took me 4 years. But the watch time thing, they started with 4,000 hours, and then recently, within the past 6-8 months, they made another tier where it's 3,000 hours and 500 subscribers. So 500 subscribers, they cut the subscriber ratio in half, and they cut the watch time by 1/4. Kind of doesn't make sense to me. I get that they're pushing, they're wanting people to push hard and get more views and get more time in so that people are spending time on their platform. But I feel it's really unfair to the creators that are making the videos that are on this platform to not give them a little kickback so that they can, maybe upgrade their gear, or, get a subscription for a, let's say Adobe Premiere or CapCut or whatever those are, whatever editing tools you need, so that they can make better content and be able to maybe get that quality that the algorithm looks for and that people look for. But without getting anything from this, it takes dedication, it takes fortitude to maintain doing videos for a long period of time, like 4 years, to obtain the amount of subscribers that is required to make anything. And then on top of that, then having to get the watch time. That's the real hard work. The hard work is getting people to click on the video, watch the entire thing, and add up that time. Because it's really difficult with attention spans these days to get anybody past the early points of your video. Like this video will probably get, 12 views, 15 views, tops, because it's one of my long form videos, and they don't tend to do great. I'm okay with this though. Monday Motivation is about overcoming obstacles, and I have overcome one today. The obstacle was getting 1,000 subscribers, and thanks to you all that do watch, we have obtained that. And I am super thankful. I could not say thank you enough to each and every one of you that have joined, and it means the absolute world to me. I wasn't sure if I'd ever get to 1,000. I wasn't sure if I'd get to 100, to be honest. But now that we're here, I'm going to keep pushing. I'm thinking I might start doing some lives just to see how that works. I've done it on the gaming channels, but I've not done it on this one. So if you have ideas of what you would like to see on a live from this channel, please, by all means, put in the comments. I am always open for suggestions on what you guys want to see. I also have many other platforms that I work on. I do Supershea Gaming, which also is here on YouTube. I do Geekosity Podcast. That's a podcast I do with a couple of my buddies, and we play board games, card games, talk about geek stuff, all that kind of stuff. I have a podcast for this channel, The Martial Lifestyle. You can find it on any of the podcast stations. The Geekosity Podcast, incidentally, all podcast locations, as well as YouTube. YouTube, we just started putting up video podcasts so that people can see what these games look like, how they're laid out, and how it plays. I also do what's called Sarcasm Network. and that is with one of my buddies, and we do videos on our stupid opinions to the stupid laws on the internet. It's been a lot of fun. That's here on YouTube, on TikTok. All of my channels, at least the majority of them, are on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Pretty much the majority of the major video channels. And I have a great time doing them. It's very, very time consuming, and you have to be dedicated and consistent. You got to stay with it. My advice to anybody starting out on YouTube: start and don't stop. Whether you get views, whether you don't get views, it's worth it in the end. I haven't made a single penny off of any of my videos. That is point blank and period. Not a single penny. But it's gratifying when you see the numbers hit from time to time, and when you see the subscriber counts going up. It feels good to know that what you're doing is valued, and it helps drive that desire to keep doing it. If you're going to start a channel, start it. Just start throwing up videos, no matter what they are. Throw up like this, just sitting here, me and a camera talking back and forth. Well, the camera isn't talking. But I am, and I'm talking a lot. But start the channel, make some videos. Don't be afraid to suck. I sucked at it for a long time. I still kind of suck at it. I'm not real great on the talky videos, and I think the numbers show that. But I thought this was an occasion where it absolutely needed it. 4 years to get 1,000 views, I think that's worth celebrating. So thank you to all my subscribers, all the members in my channel. Thank you to everybody that supported this project, and everybody that has watched any of my videos. I really, really appreciate it. I hope that some of the content I do helps you in your life, or in your training, or in your journey on YouTube, because it's meant a lot to me, and I've had a lot of fun doing it. Even with the frustration, it's been a lot of fun. If I'm being completely honest, I have enjoyed the heck out of making videos and creating platforms and creating communities over YouTube. And it has done a lot for me professionally. It helps me stay on my A game when it comes to teaching my classes. It helps me stay in my A game when I'm competing and performing. And I feel like everything I've done has improved because of what I've done on this channel. This was my first channel, and because of this channel, I think the other ones have done decently in their own platforms, and I feel really good because of YouTube and because of not giving up. So don't give up. Start posting videos, no matter how self-conscious you are, no matter how bad you think they are. Post them. It's worth it. Yes, you're going to get some negative feedback. There's trolls all over. But who cares? You're going to get some positive feedback too. You're going to get people that watch your videos and come back to you and say, "Thank you so much. Thank you for doing this," or "That was awesome. I love this." And those are the ones that you're catering to. Those are the ones you're making videos for. You're not making videos for the trolls. No matter what they say, it's not for them. And that's a hard reality, is that, you know what? I'm not for everybody. What I do is not for everybody. I found a huge majority of even the martial arts people on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere. The majority of them hate me. And that's okay, because what I do is not for them. It's for the people that do appreciate the skills that I put out there and the things that I can give to the world. And that's what I think Monday Motivation is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about giving something that you can go out, be positive with for the next few days, week, whatever. And I hope this accomplishes that. I know I talked about a lot of negativity regarding YouTube, but there is a whole lot of positive that comes out of it. I feel better about myself because I've done something that I never thought I could do. I never thought I'd be any good at, and I've accomplished something. Be it as it may. I haven't capitalized from it, but I have internally, emotionally. I feel better about me. I feel better about what I do on a daily basis. I feel better about the videos I make. And I think it's a worthwhile venture for anybody and everybody. So get out there, create, have fun, do what you love. This has been your Monday Motivation. I hope I'll see you next week. Have a phenomenal, awesome day.